Hi guys, so I am making this video today to just connect with everyone. It's Equinox, and today is a very powerful day for us to unite in ceremony and service to Ascension and to our Earth. I'm not going to go too much into the information and background to Equinox and what it is and what it represents, because there's a lot of information that's being shared about that now, and my intentions with this video really is to connect with this community as a network and team of individuals that are committed to be of service to this process of ascension, to work with these energies in one's own soul journey with mastery, and to utilize these energies to support the growth and evolution of life and consciousness on Gaia. And so basically I'm going to just start off with a little bit of information about what's happening at this equinox in this phase of our ascension journey, and some of the different levels of activations and shifts that are taking place that we can work with and support. And then I'm going to be talking through a little bit about what I'm going to be doing today to work with these energies and open up the space for you guys to join, and then also to share what is coming through for you and as your own service today in the comments below. Or you can make your own post, whatever really resonates. So today, for me, the energies feel like very beautiful, very powerful in the heart, and very inspiring for stepping into the new and into the now. And Equinox represents for me a time of review, reset, and rebirth, because as we reach this middle point in the sun's journey between its apexes in the northern and southern hemisphere, it reaches this middle point where we are between cycles and between hemispheres. And the sun, as we all know, has a very significant effect on life and consciousness on the earth. So as it reaches this energetic middle point, it creates this energetic environment where we are reviewing our choices and our creations from this previous solar cycle, and we are reaching this middle zero point where we are in between, we are empty, we are neither here nor there, we're just present here in this now, and we can completely really release, empty, reset ourselves and realign ourselves with our next level of embodiment, of love, of our unique soul expression and service, and then call in those energies as we rebirth into this higher expression, into this more authentic, loving expression of our own creative spark of life as we step into this next solar cycle. So that equinox point, which I think for us in South Africa, let me just check on my calendar, is at 6:15 this evening. That specific energetic point and time will be this global reset point and energy. So as we're leading into that point this evening, there's going to be a lot of reviewing, reassessing, and also building up of that energetic field and environment so that the vibration of Earth is raised, and we create a very high vibe resonance field within Gaia for as many people as possible to tune into love, to tune into unity consciousness, to make higher choices, to access their soul wisdom and guidance, to access these codes of ascension, so that as everybody reaches that reset point and they step into the new, the first thing that they're greeted with and the energies at that time that are seeded in the collective field are the most highest vibrational intentions and frequencies for all beings' growth and ascension and the evolution of consciousness and life on earth towards a more peaceful, abundant, joyful, consistent expression and experience of life. And so that's kind of just a basic overview of these energies and how they're going to be playing out in our own lives. Is we're going to be getting an opportunity to see and observe all the belief systems, patterns, programs within our own field and our reality that are now needing to be released and are ready to be released for us to welcome in and integrate this new higher expression and next level of our embodiment and next cycle of our own growth. And those will come up very obviously in certain situations and experiences and triggers where we get to now reface that pattern and program and shift our perspective and response and reaction to that. And through that, and no longer responding and reacting and playing out the same pattern but coming from a higher perspective and space, we then reprogram and rewire and repattern our own being to embody a more empowered, loving, peaceful, higher aspect of ourselves. So that's a very important thing to bring awareness to now, today, to make sure that we are really focusing primarily on our own personal embodiment of our unique divine self. Because as we do that and we can stabilize and secure that frequency and that level of embodiment, we then bring those energies into the collective field and we open up gateways and share those templates and codes for other people to do the same. So that's really number one priority for us way showers and those of us who are working consciously with these energies and with the ascension process at the time. And obviously another wonderful thing is to use today as an opportunity to do all those things that your soul has been asking you to do that are in alignment with that soul embodiment. So if doing an hour yoga session or going for a walk in nature or going to go visit a sacred site to connect in with these energies is what your true authentic soul expression is calling for, then do it today, because what we're doing now is we're setting the tone and the field and we're sowing the seeds today for what we're going to call into creation with this next solar cycle. And so this is a really wonderful opportunity within a very high energetic resonance space to call in and create those realities and experiences that you're wanting for your own soul journey and soul growth. So that's really how we can work with it on a personal level, and really using this as an opportunity to work as a collective with a focused, unified intent to call in the highest trajectory and highest timeline and the most amazing, high vibe, magical experience for all beings. And the more of us that can hold that energetic intent and frequency, the stronger that reality is being called forth, and the more accessible it is for more people to have that experience today of magic and beautiful, empowering, liberating rebirth. So a really great thing and important thing to do today is to find some time to go outside into nature or to be still in meditation in your safe, comfortable, high vibe space, and spend some time just connecting in with your own energy body and your own soul, and really giving yourself an opportunity to really connect in with these energies, to anchor into the crystalline core, which is kind of the energetic mainframe central point where all the information is being loaded into, and it's our core for this energetic crystalline grid operating system on Gaia. So anchoring into that high vibrational anchor point, and then aligning oneself with one's oversoul and unified divine self, with pure source, and connecting in with the sun, the stargate systems, and the energies flowing into Gaia, the high vibrational, beautiful ascension, activating, love, heart expanding energies coming in, and allowing yourself to breathe these energies in to your spinal column and core ascension column, into your 12 chakra points or more if you have them activated, and into your DNA structure, allowing these energies to activate and evolve your DNA structure, and into every cell of your being to charge it up with this beautiful photonic light, and help with the bringing in of these high frequencies unlock and dissolve any lower, denser frequencies that you're still holding into your body. And that will help support just the energetic upgrading of your light body, and also the raising of your own vibration and consciousness. And then once you have integrated those codes and these energies into your own body, then you can connect with your oversoul and with these energies, and ask what you can do to be of service to these energies, how you can work with them in your own life, how you can work with them in service to your community or to the earth. And then obviously consciously sending out these energies and intentions and high vibe intentions for this equinox, for the creation of new earth, sending out those intentions and visions and prayers out through the collective field, through the unified heart system, just connecting and saying, may all beings experience this energy, may all beings be blessed by these energies and experience the pure vibration and beauty of living in love, in oneness with all of life. And you can send these, consciously just send these energies out along the grid system, through the crystals, and whatever high energy points or sacred sites you work with, using them to help support the distribution and amplification of these energies throughout the collective field and energy system matrix of Earth. So that's just kind of a very basic, fundamental way that we all can contribute to the channeling in and anchoring in of these energies in their highest expression, and the sharing of that with others. And then obviously, those of us that have been working with specific sacred sites that are aligned to bring in these energies, going in and visiting these sacred sites, bringing these light codes in to upgrade the energy system of Earth, just how we brought the light codes in to upgrade our own energy system, and then allowing these light codes to activate and charge up the sites, and then through that distributing those energies through the space and through the lines to basically help raise up the collective vibration of Earth, and to make these energies super accessible for all willing open hearts to receive. Some of the big themes that we're working with at the moment in terms of the big energies kind of streaming into Earth in a more detailed level are there's a major activation of the light body and DNA strands and chakra system that's happening. So depending on where you are in your ascension journey is also depending on what activations you are going to be receiving. And it's all perfect, obviously, wherever you're at is a perfect place, because if we all just made the shift in one day, it would be super chaotic. So the waves are there for a reason, to allow for early integration and shifting to take place, so that this process of ascension can be graceful and a very smooth, or as smooth as possible, of a transition. And so what's happening now is there's been a very big activation of the 12-strand DNA, and with it the 12 master rays and 12 chakra system for its first kind of en masse wave integration, which means that there's going to be a mass activation. There is a mass activation currently undergoing of the 12-strand DNA within humanity on Earth, and these codes and these templates and these activations are being made accessible for all beings to integrate, as we all are able to then step into our Christ divine blueprint and self. So today, a really important thing to do is to spend some time working with these DNA activation energies to really support the activation, full activation and alignment of your own 12 DNA strands and 12 chakra systems, and then sending those codes out and those activated energies out and amplifying them out along the grid systems, and with the intention that all beings may receive these, and it may be accessible for all beings that choose love and evolution and growth and ascension. And obviously, if you already have your 12 strands activated, then also calling in and welcoming in your next level activation for your own DNA strands and your own light body template. I personally will be working on today the spinal column of the earth and of the collective to activate and prepare the 33 vertebrae, or Jacob's ladder, or this Ascension column, which is basically the kind of middle central support base for our chakra system and for our energy body system. And I'm going to be working today at a sacred site that's connected to this point and this line on the earth, and activating and charging that up with these codes coming in. So those of you that connect with that process and feel resonant with that, you can absolutely connect in through the heart and the ceremony and support that in whatever way you feel guided to, and that is in alignment with your own gifts and unique service. And if you have any more questions on that, you can message me privately about it. And another thing that we're going to be doing today, obviously, is using this time, this really high vibrational time where the sun is transmitting really significant ascension codes and light encoded energies for ascension. We're going to be seeding in these new templates and codes into the earth and then distributing them up. And in South Africa, we have a really beautiful layers of our energy system that we can work with that are specifically designed for the birthing of creative energies, or the birthing of seeded codes in our collective consciousness and template. And so I'll post a picture below this of a tree of life grid that I've been working with, and a lot of the lines that we are on form part of the roots. So the southern hemisphere kind of brings in this energetic nourishment and the kind of core minerals and codes that then we move up through the roots, up through the tree, and then that gets sprouted and bring forth fruit. So how I like to work with it as I'm bringing in the codes is I bring in those energies and I bring in those timelines and templates into my own field, into the space of the area that I'm working in, into the grid system here in South Africa, and then I send it out along the lines using specifically this tree of life grid to send it out for a global and universal manifestation and creation, because that's what that tree of life embodies. And so when we work with that level and expression of the grid system, we work with that specific energy process with these codes. So if that makes sense, awesome. If it doesn't matter. Just connect with what resonates from this video, and let's unite together to call in the highest growth and ascension and the most peaceful, powerful awakening for all beings within our country here, for all systems and structures within our country here, and for all of Earth as well. And the more of us that can be pillars and anchors of light and that can hold that frequency and that vision for ourselves and for our community, the stronger that becomes, the more accessible it becomes for more people to tune into that, to tap into that reality where we live in love, where we choose love, where we share love with one another, and where we have already made it, where we are here in this new reality. And we're opening it up now for more people to join us and to make it more easier, and for that reality to spread out and ripple out and start crystallizing in such beautiful ways in all these systems and structures and this beautiful canvas that we've created on Earth. So I love you all so much. I wish you all a beautiful, powerful, transformative, awakening, joyful, playful, magical day. And I would love to hear about what you're being inspired to do, whether it's dancing, creating art, celebrating with friends, celebrating with your children, going outside into nature. Please share what you're being inspired to do today to connect and honor these energies. And I love you all. Blessings for this beautiful day, and happy Ascension.